Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh episode for your whatever day it is you're listening. Hope you're doing well. Been out and about. I went to Milwaukee last week to check out their pipeline event and all their new releases. They had over 100 new solutions, as they call it. They don't call it products, but they call it solutions because they are solving problems. And so I do like that. Like that mindset. I love everything that Milwaukee kind of embodies. They have such a young staff, and everybody's energetic, excited to be there. They're passionate about what they're doing, and that culture starts at the top and works its way down. So, shout out to the team for having us out there. Thank you for that opportunity. It was fantastic. Thank you guys for supporting us and helping kind of just interact with our content there from those events. Buying some Milwaukee stuff. You know, if you ever run into Milwaukee sales, like mention our name. That is a very much appreciated. It has been another couple wild weeks. I know that's kind of all you've heard me say here the last 6 months, but that's just where we're at. And I did a mini podcast on my Instagram and Facebook stories the other day talking about some pricing and things and getting behind on payments to vendors and getting behind on bills and all the other stuff that goes into running a business and what that actually looks like in the day-to-day. And it was funny because Ed Milet actually posted a story or actually just posted a reel the day after that caught my attention a ton. It was very eye-opening, very real, and I'm going to play it for you here because I want you to hear, in case you missed this, I want you to hear this. It's going to be about a 2-minute video, so bear with me, but then we'll talk about it in debrief a little bit.
Today sucked. Like, really sucked. Let's have a real conversation of what it's like to actually be an entrepreneur or a salesperson or somebody at a company you really got a lot of authority, you're in charge of a lot of stuff. Because social media is so fake, right? I mean, everybody seems to be on the beach that's an entrepreneur. Everybody's making millions of dollars. Everybody's on a yacht, right? Everybody's in Ibiza. It's easy. You just click a button, millions comes in. I don't know what's wrong with it. Give me a break, okay? That's not what being an entrepreneur is. Being an entrepreneur looks like my day today. Here's my day today. I woke up early. The first message on my phone let me know that a huge deal that I've been working on for 6 months that was going to close didn't close. And it's not going to close. Then my next meeting, I found out a vendor who owes us a bunch of money, who said they were going to pay us Friday after they were already late, didn't. You relate to this? Then Monday, of course, the money was sent and wired out. It never showed up. So then today we call them and they tell us, oops, yeah, we really don't have the money, so we'll send you about 10% of it. Maybe you'll get that tomorrow. Then one of our real estate projects, next meeting, flooded. A boiler burst and we had a flood and it destroyed a bunch of construction that we're under on a property. My assistant's on vacation. I've got a sinus and throat infection. My number one guy is out because he gave me the sinus and throat infection. And my last meeting of the day that I'm going to have today involves us having to let somebody go that I love, but they've made an error and I have to let them go. That's the day of an entrepreneur. Problem after problem after problem. You say, oh, Ed, sell me the dream. Those of you that are in sales or that are entrepreneurs or have a role in a company, you're nodding going, finally, someone's telling the truth. So that's what it's really like. So, by the way, you can get to Ibiza. You can actually get where I am, where I own an island, and I have jets and all that other stuff. And let me tell you how you get them. By solving those problems. In fact, the bigger problems you solve, the bigger your life rewards actually get. But there's a hook in here. And here's the hook. It's energy. Entrepreneurship is about tactics. It is about strategies. It is about mindset. But the invisible thing nobody tells you about is what energy is required. You have to bring energy to that first problem of the day like I did. That energy has to be bigger than the problem itself, because a lot of times the energy that created a problem is not the same energy required to solve it. You have to bring big energy, almost to the point where your energy dominates the problem. Your energy is so optimistic, enthusiastic, and progress oriented that your energy almost solves the problem itself. Here's the thing of an entrepreneur nobody tells you about. It's your ability to keep bringing energy even when you're losing, even when you're solving problems. I want you to know you're not alone when you have those problems every day. It's normal. In fact, it's an indication of something good. Listen, that deal that didn't close in the first meeting in the morning means I was closing deals, right? That thing where the vendor didn't send us the money, it means we've got lots of big clients. That thing where the flood happened, that means we're really fortunate that we're developing projects. My number one guy that's out means I was fortunate to be able to hire such a talented person that means so much to my business and my life. My executive assistant, my chief of staff that's out, she's been with me for 30 years. So it's your ability to solve problems. And here's the thing, bring huge energy to the next problem after you solve the first one. It's going from problem to problem with enthusiastic, huge, optimistic energy. And that's not easy. It's almost like a baseball player who's 0 for 2 at the plate. They're going to get up now the third at bat. They have to have a short memory and forget those other ones and bring the same or bigger energy to that next at bat, expecting to get a hit, even though the previous ones were failures. It's that NBA player. They're 1 for 7 in the game and the ball's thrown to them with 2 seconds left. They have to expect to hit the shot even though they missed the last 6 and bring that optimistic energy, the winning energy to the last shot. As an entrepreneur, as a salesperson, as a leader in a company, it's your ability to bring energy to the next problem and not let the previous one take all of it away. It's not let it discourage you. It's not come in there with a negative energy or a low energy or a low frequency. Because when you do that, the problem is bigger than your energy. You're in big trouble. Optimism is huge. Entrepreneurship is more about energy most days than it is anything else. And it's you knowing this problem's normal. Oh, it turns out everybody's not in Ibiza that makes big money. Turns out the way that you get your own saloon on your own island or whatever it is this energy you can bring. Can you keep bringing it? Because here's the truth. Most people as entrepreneurs, salespeople, etc., they're tired. And each problem takes away their energy and it's invisible and they don't realize it's happening and they're thinking so much about tactic and strategy and not, I got to walk into this next meeting with big energy, positive energy, optimistic, enthusiastic energy, expectation energy of a solution. Entrepreneurship's not about the beach. It's about your ability to go from problem to problem and keep solving them and ask for bigger problems because that means bigger money's coming your way and more people are being helped. The hook is you got to keep bringing big energy from problem to problem and not let the previous one steal it. That's why you got to have the power of one more decision that you make that you're going to bring energy to the problem. And that's really what maxing out your day means.
All right, that is FAX, F-A-X, no printer, as the kids should say. That is something that I think is very valuable, and I hope that a lot of you maybe go back and listen to one more time. I've listened to it 3 times now, and it is very accurate. What do we do as business owners? What do? We solve problems. And I think that some of the times when you get into a business, you think you go out and cut grass for a living, and it's like, yeah, you do cut grass, but like that's not actually what you're doing as an entrepreneur. As you start and grow a business, like you're not actually just cutting grass. You're solving problems for people. You're giving people solutions to problems. And I think a lot of guys get caught up in the fact of like it's hard, and yeah, it's hard. Like, but do you want the reward? Do you want the reward of seeing major impact across lots of people? Do you want the reward of being able to go and have your private island, do whatever, right? Have your private jets or cars or whatever it is that you're searching for. Do you want to have infinite fun so you can go drill wells in Africa and give people water across the world? Like whatever that is, do you want that? Yes. Well, it's going to be hard to get there. And I think that if a lot of you guys knew I'm very open on social media. I don't share the ins and the outs as like the day-to-day absolute numbers and grind of our business because that's not for like everybody doesn't get to see that, your wins or your losses. You have to be careful how you say that into the world. And that's like as an influencer, creator, whatever you want to call it, someone who just talks on their phones on stories all day to someone who doesn't have any social media presence at all. Like only certain people get access to certain things. And you need to make sure that you guard that very closely. I'm very open and pretty raw about what we do and what we go through in our business. There are things that still don't make social media. And if you guys saw some of those things that don't make social media, you would think like, what is this dude doing? Like, why? How is he still going? And over the course of the last 5 or 6 years, as our business has grown and gone through phases, we've gone up and down and up and down. it has been an absolute grind. And there's been good days, good months, good years, bad years. And I think that the more I sit here and think about this video here that Ed's talking about and the principle behind it, and, you know, I talk about solving problems all the time. Like, it's a very talked about thing. I get it. The more I sit there and really think about that and ponder it and understand it, I'm like, you know what? Like, this kind of is me. This is who I am as an entrepreneur, as I am ingrained. It's like ingrained in me to go solve problems. And that's not necessarily always a great thing, but it does give me the ability to withstand a lot. It's hard. Like I've said, it's hard already. I do not do a lot of things right. A lot of things I do wrong. A lot of things I'm not good at. Something that I am proud of that the Lord has blessed me with is the ability to be able to keep a positive outlook and a positive attitude going into most situations. And situations that can be good and bad. As we're working through them, you know, as we have issues arise, it's very easy to look at a situation and be like, there's no way you should be happy in this situation. But through the blessings of God, literally, like I don't say that lightly, He's given me that ability. And that is what it takes to stay alive in business. You can't give up. You have to keep grinding. You have to keep pushing, and you will get through it. The times will come, and you will make it through. Like, guys, there will be a time where I look back on this time in life, and I'm like, man, that time sucked, but we made it through. And I keep, like, planting my feet in that and waking up every day saying that and knowing that. And if you're in one of those times, or you've gone through one of those times, or you will go through one of those times, you just have to know, like, get up every day and go make good decisions. And I think what I want to seriously do, like, as I go forward, is I really do want to start my day in the Bible, in the Word, like, get up and pray in the mornings, have some quiet time and time around the house to get up with the kids for a little bit at 6 o'clock. But I'm out the door at 7 usually at the latest. And, like, when I'm out the door at 7, I go into problem-solving mode, and I find the biggest problems that I have for that day, and I solve them. And solving them doesn't necessarily mean going out and putting grass down either. It doesn't mean going out and fixing a broken mower. Like, find big problems and solve them. Find the root of the problem. You may see a symptom of a problem, but you're fixing a symptom. So go fix the problem. Right? Go fix the actual root of the issue. And when you fix the root of the issue, when I, Jeremiah, fix the root of the issue, my company gets to grow. And I get to see the fruits of it. And that's what I have to take. I have to take my big energy into those problems every single day. Energy so big that you can conquer the problem based off just that energy. I solve problems. That's what we do. Optimistic outlook on all the problems. Like, man, that's huge. I just want you to take that in. And the analogy of the last second game-winning shot, like, that is one that if you're not an athlete, you've never done any type of sporting event, like, you don't necessarily understand it. But guys, I've had that time, I've had that shot, I've been in that moment, and it's not a fun one. But you keep doing it because that's what you're ingrained to do. And I was not the person who was going to get the last second shot every single game. We had a person on our team in high school, good friend of mine. We knew he was getting the last second shot, right? He knew what that took. He knew the pressure that took. Was it easy when he missed one? No. But he got ready for the next one the next game, right? And when the next problem came, when that next opportunity came for him to make that shot, he was there. And do you make some? Yes. Do you miss some? Yes. But what do? You keep getting up and you keep getting ready, and you do it every single day, and you're ready when the opportunity arises. As I go through and our big push right now is like sell work, generate revenue, have really good revenue per hour, keep costs low. Like, those are my big items on the agenda for the next 6 months. Like, pump revenue, get out of some debt, keep expenses low. Like, that's my agenda. I need to solve those problems, and the problems that, like, the root of those problems, day in and day out. Okay? Day in and day out. That's what I have to do every single day. So I hope that you can take away from this 15-minute show here, very short, very sweet. You are an entrepreneur that is made to solve problems. Go help people. Go put good work on the ground. Go do all of those things. But find a solution to someone's problem. The bigger problem you find, the bigger solution you get to bring, which, again, in the end, more money comes from it. What is AI solving? AI is solving a problem of people not getting instant gratification. And in a world where they want instant gratification. So they're going to solve that problem. There's no more reading an article. It's you type it into a chat bot, essentially. That's what we're talking about here. A large language model. And it's going to spit you out an answer immediately, within seconds. Instant gratification. They're solving a big problem. They're bringing a big solution to the table. And they're going to make a lot of money from it. Find a big solution and present it to someone and their problem. Guys, we'll stay in touch. We'll be here soon. We'll go deeper on a lot of other shows. That was just my kind of word of advice and wisdom for today. Find a big problem, solve a big problem, bring good solutions to the table. Love you, appreciate you, care about you. Can't any further do about this. See you.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.